What a win against Wigan. First win in 2023. I thought it was to be honest with you, I thought we played really well today. I didn't. I thought we played really well today. I didn't think, in my opinion, I think Wigan were a bit like Birmingham. They didn't offer very much. They didn't offer very much. Next to they offered next to nothing. I mean, Wigan have got some good players, haven't they? They've got people like Nathan Broadhead, Curtis Tilty was from Rotherham, where ironically Tom Eaves has gone to. I will say about mentioning Curtis Till as well. I thought that it was very unlucky that he was very lucky that he didn't get a red card for the challenge on Greaves in the first half. Um, Nathan Broadhead as well. He was from Sunderland. The side the Wigan signed him from Sunderland last season. Um, Signed him from Sunderland last season. We've got Max Power from Sunderland. Watmore, who's from Portsmouth, and he's funny enough, he act, and funnily enough, he actually scored four. Well, I say four. He actually scored two own goals when we played City. When we played City, in league in League One, a couple of years ago when we was behind, when we had no crowd and stuff like that. So yeah, like a really good win. Really good win. Please for that's why I said League One, mate. Yes, that's why I said Sam League One. Um, so yeah, um, and it's a massive confidence booster for Fulham next week because got them in the cup. I've often said to people, obviously we dropped point, and to be honest with you, when Wigan got that first when Wigan equalised, I thought they started to smell blood a little bit and try and potentially go for it a little bit. Thinking like it was thinking thing like once we got set, it was a lucky goal to be.
Hey up, Ethan.
It was a lucky goal for Estepinian for the second. Estepinian's sec. For Estepinian, the sec the second second goal. But you've got
Ethan Turner's biggest fans here, lads.
So yeah, I was we're chuffed a bit. Tyler Smith as well got two goals. To be honest with you, I was actually debating whether Tyler Smith and Wendell Williams should go on loan because I know one club, Gillingham, they're currently in League Two at the minute, and I think they got beat 1-0 today by Stevenage, who knocked us out of the cup in League One behind closed doors.
Am I allowed to say anything?
Yeah, go on, mate. Go for it.
I think that was a real good game today.
The
pubs are even and the taxis were fully booked.
No, I know what got to League Two, but I know what got to League Two, but I posed a question like, if he's not getting regular game time, but Rafinha seems to be liking him at the moment. So, but James Scott as well, he's looking for a new goal. I think he's fell down the pecking order as well. He's not going to get through Tete, Estepinian, Simon Esch. Oh, and just to say about Simon Esch, he's got another. He's got.
He's fell down the pecking order, has he?
He had to go. He had to go off because he was He had to go off because he was injured. And I feel sorry for him. He's a young boy, 20 years of age. He's come over from Fenerbahce in Turkey, and he's picked up another injury. That's two injuries in a season for him. That must be morale decline. That must be like a morale decliner, because it's.
We fed Turner's magic. He wears a magic cap, and if you throw a brick at him, I'll let the fucker back.
So, yeah, I feel sorry for. feel sorry for him because I actually think we've been better off using him down on the left on the flank all the time. And obviously we picked up two back to back wins. We moved up to 16th now. 16th now in the table. 16th in the table. We might have gone 15th, and I think we might have gone 15th. Preston are above us in the table. Preston are above us in the table, but I think they got a last minute winner against Stoke. So I think they got a last minute winner against Stoke, and they got a last minute winner against Stoke, and that keeps them above us, so to speak. But I'm a little bit frustrated. To be honest with you, against, and like I say again, Fulham, it's a confidence booster at the end of the day. So yeah, we're chuffed to bits with results. I mean, to be fair, Wigan as well. And I know a lot of City fans, I know a lot of City fans. Wigan in the previous two games have got 4 and a 4 past them. Now, if you do the maths, that's 8 goals shipped in 2 games. Now, I know as a City fan, a lot of City fans out there, and it's in our DNA that we restart teams this season when they're going a bad run. You look at Peterborough last season when they was in Championship with us. They had a dreadful one and they came to the MKM at the time. MKM at the time, and the beaters. That's the frustrating. It seemed to be in our seem to be in our DNA, so to speak. So yeah, and I think we're seeing it starting to get a tune out of this group, out of this group of out of this group of players. So yeah, just a bit. I mean, Wigan, to be fair, have got a lot of history. They've been a lot of history. They've been in the Premier League, haven't they? A decade ago, and I'm sure once again, I was actually surprised that Wigan let Liam Richardson go at the end of the Liam Richardson go early on because I think they're giving him a contract. I don't know what the board was expecting whether it was in the playoffs or not, but it's a process. Look at Coventry, where them was in the Championship as well. There was so yeah, and I think as well as obviously City, we've been dropping loads of points, but you've got to believe that you can you've got to believe that you can turn it around. I mean, I know there was in the Premier League not so long. It was in the Premier League not so long ago. A decade ago, and obviously, yeah, they beat Manchester City in the they beat Manchester City in the FA Cup. So yeah, I think Will Grigg got the goal from Oogs. I think he's at Rotherham now. Will Grigg. Yeah, he's number one on the he's number one for Northern Ireland at the minute. So yeah, so yeah, it's so did they beat Manchester? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they beat them 1-0. I think 1-0. I think it was on the BBC or some the BBC or at that time a few years ago. Um, so yeah, it was. I don't know whether I think it was at Rotherham, but no, I think he was at Rotherham. I'm pretty sure he was at Rotherham. I don't know whether he's gone to Milton Keynes. Oh yeah, has he gone to Milton Keynes Dons? I don't know that. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's like similarities between Wigan and us. Similarity one being the both one they've had a take up. One both of us have had a take. Both of them have had a take a takeover. They've actually got some good young players. Wigan. They've got Theo Asdegard, who, if you cast your mind back to a couple of seasons ago, he actually got the winning goal against Blackburn in the championship at the time. He scored a worldie against Peterborough in the thingy. So yeah, so yeah. Um, I'm actually pleased. Also, Also, as well, I forgot to mention about Jacob Greaves getting his goal. About Jacob Greaves getting his goal in the first half. Now, I don't. I don't. Now, if Jacob Greaves had missed, I'd put my house on it that the ref would have called it back for a penalty because as Said Manesh was, I think it was going away from goal at the time. The Wigan, I can't remember what Wigan played, but the chipped him up, and whether the ref was going to pull that back for a penalty, I'm not sure. So yeah, I was questioning at the time, to be honest with you, with Tyler Smith, James Scott, Randell Williams, Andy Cannon. Obviously, Andy Cannon's gone to Wrexham at the minute. I think Wrexham beat Solihull Moors. Solihull Moors Solihull Moors today. That's where the Solihull Moors today, and he wanted in the squad. So I don't know whether if trying to get him up to match fitness or something like that. I mean, Mando Williams. A lot of people say he might go back to Exeter, but they're in Exeter. But I think, yeah, I said Solihull Moors. Yeah, I think they're in um, they're in Birmingham, and obviously if they're in Birmingham, and obviously if you want to target Birmingham, if you want to target Birmingham, you're targeting basically like the whole world, something like that. The whole world, something like that. Yeah, I was actually so yeah, I was pretty pleased with that. A bit of a preview. We've got Fulham coming up in the cup. They beat Southampton 2-1. Paulinia and they beat Southampton 2-1. The before the World Cup break, they got beat 2-1 by Manchester United. Manchester United. But to be honest with you, there's three teams at the moment in London that are doing really well. Brentford, Pereira scored, and Palhinha. Now Palhinha um, represented Portugal in the FA in the World Cup. So yeah, so yeah. What else? So yeah, I, so yeah, Fulham as well. I think we've got to, but I think we have a good. Obviously, I didn't. I hope we give Fulham a good game because I hope we give Fulham a good game. Like no, what I was saying is that Paulinho represented Portugal in the World Cup, um, and then as soon as Portugal knocked out, he went back to his side Fulham in the went to back up to his side Fulham. So yeah, I mean, if we can stop Mitrovic, if we can stop Mitrovic, to stop well, you stop Fulham basically. Um, you stop Fulham basically. They've got like I mentioned about Wigan today. They've got Antoine Robinson, who represented the United States of America in the World Cup. Tim Ream as well from Bolton. Well, I think Bolton beat Barnsley 3-0 today in League One, and I think Barnsley are fourth in League One, and Bolton. Um, both of those sides are in. And both of those sides are in League One at the moment. Barnsley are fourth. I think Bolton in the playoffs. There's another similarity between us and Bolton is that they're both us and Bolton. We've both had a takeover. A lot of Bolton. They're quite happy. Derby are for yeah. They beat Accrington today 4-0. They had a man sent. They had a man sent. No, it wasn't 4-0. It was 5-0. Sorry, against Accrington. I think Accrington. They want to. I've heard rumours that they want to build a north stand. they want to build the North Stand there. Um, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know they got taken over years ago, but there's like certain similarities between City and Bolton. Paddy McGuinness is from Bolton. Paddy McGuinness is from Bolton. He owns the Paddy McGuinness is from Bolton. He owns the Question of Sports. It doesn't seem the same to me. No, no, I'm just saying that I'm just saying that there's other. I'm just saying there's like other. I'm just saying there's like That's the one similar. That's the main similarity between us and Bolton is that we've both had a take. We've both had a takeover and foot. Yeah, Paddy McGuinness is from Bolton. He's from Bolton. He owns Equestrian Sport, and he does that take me out thing. So I'm Peter K. I'm Peter K as well. He's from Bolton. Um, so yeah, from Bolton as well. So yeah, a lot. I think as well. I'm really pleased that we've got as a City. Yeah, I'm really pleased as a City fan that we've. um, so yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of celebrity fan. There's a lot of celebrity. There's a lot of football celebrities. Uh, there's a lot of football celebrities. Like Tom Allen, who was on The Apprentice. You're fired. Funny enough, the Tom Allen. He's a Charlton Athletics. He's he's a Charlton Athletics supporter. Russell Howard is a Liverpool supporter. So yeah, there's a lot of celebrity, yeah, football football supporters. So yeah, so celebrity football fans, yeah, celebrity football fans. What's the woman with the long the long hair? I can't remember her name. I can't remember her name, but she's a woman. She's got long hair. She supports Leeds United. She supports Leeds United. I can't remember her name. So yeah. So so yeah. Like I said, I'm really pleased with the result. Who's this toss? So yeah, so yeah, really chuffed to bits with result. We've got Fulham away, Fulham at home in the cup. Then we're Fulham at home in the cup. Then we're to Sheffield United, and it's a bit of a two-horse race. A two-horse race at the minute. In the two-horse race in the championship at the minute between Burnley and Sheffield United. I'm actually like I said, I'm really pleased that we've got back to win ways again. I think you've got to keep believing when you're going through tough, a tough period, um, a tough period. Like many football clubs, I just got to keep believing. I know we've dropped points against so, but we're 16th, got 33 points now. The landmark for safety in the championship is normally about 50 points. Now, if we can get to that, that'll be safety for another championship season come 2024. So if we can do that, that'll that yeah, that will be great. So yeah, um, oh, Are you welcome? Yeah, yes. You're welcome. It's yeah, play with. Yeah, you're welcome. Wigan were nothing special, like I said, similar to Birmingham. Nothing, nothing special. There were nothing special at all. It was yeah, there was. I think Wigan, like I said earlier, Wigan and Wigan. There was nothing special at all. We could have easily, to be honest with you, we should. At the time, we was 1-0 up, and it was a period where it was 1-0 up, and we need to take more advantage of that because I felt because I felt with Birmingham, I was frustrated. Although we picked up and were pleased with that, but I was frustrated that we only scored one goal. Only scored one goal with the amount of chance we had against Birmingham. Slater had two. Doherty fell for him that got a deflection as well. So yeah, really. So yeah, I've done a little bit of working out that Greaves. I think two fans got four for the season. Greaves has got three. Smith has got two. Seri's got one. Estepinion's got 10. And what we need what we need is more. What we need is more strikers contributing to like the 10 goals a season, something like that.